So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Redmax TV. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. And in today's video, I'll be previewing the game between Manchester United taking on Leeds. So one we've all been looking forward to. Before the video starts, make sure to drop a like on the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Can we get a result against Leeds and keep our momentum going? And most importantly, make sure to subscribe to Redmax TV. We're on the road to 2.5k. Hopefully we can get there soon. Maybe a bit of a struggle. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, finally Manchester United versus Leeds will happen once again this Sunday. It's been a very, very long time coming. If you know the rivalry, you know. If you know the hatred between the clubs, you know. It's going to be a really, really interesting game, and I cannot wait to see how it goes down. I just hope Manchester United can pull through, but our home form hasn't been good this season, so that could be a problem going into this game, because our away form has been perfect. You know, we're getting result after result after result, but we're struggling at home. And it feels very weird to say that the fortress that is Old Trafford, we're struggling. But we can go away to teams like West Brom, teams like Sheffield, and pick up results and play well. I don't get it at the moment, but that's the way it is. And I never thought I'd say that. But, you know, we've been playing fantastic away from home, and we've got to keep that going. But we have another home game against Leeds coming up this Sunday, just after that Sheffield win. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes. There's game after game after game now, because of just how the season's going and, you know, how quick it is this season. I think it's one of the shortest seasons we will have. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But, you know, there's going to be game after game, so there's going to have to be changes in the side, and I'll talk about a lineup later. But, you know, one thing I'm concerned about is that Leeds like to play football, and teams that like to play football can literally do us at the park. If you know, with our defence that is Lindelof, Maguire and Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, who like to tuck in rather than stay out, I think Leeds are going to have a lot of freedom. And, you know, if you take it back to the Sheffield game, we were letting McGoldrick and Burke through every single time. They are having chance after chance in that first half, and we are making them look like, you were making McGoldrick look like Prime R9, you know. So, you know, that's one problem I've got, because our attack, fantastic, our defence, abysmal, and that's why I don't believe we can win a title this season, just because the balance is not there. If we brought up a Meccano in January, maybe we can challenge, in my opinion. But do I think we will do that? No. Do I think it's too late to do that as well? Yes, because we started this season horribly, but since then, you know, we've been better. And it doesn't look so bad now, because if you win our game in hand against Burnley, I think it's against Burnley that we will have, we'll be 2 points behind leaders Liverpool and above Chelsea. And, you know, this season so far is unpredictable. Arsenal are near the relegation zone, can't buy a win. Chelsea, we're at the top of the table. Everyone was calling them title favourites, title challengers. You know, with all the money they spent, they're probably going to win the league. They've lost back-to-back games, and now we could be above them if we win our game in hand. So anything can change in a matter of one game so far this season. Liverpool drew to Fulham. You know, they're not flying as high as they probably would have dreamed of being this season so far. So I think anything's possible. And there's a lot of talk on social media whether Manchester United could be in a title race this season. And for me, I was like, yeah, slow your horses, you know, don't look too far ahead, because there's a long way to go. And before the season started, you know, after we finished third last season, my objective would have been to reduce the gap to Liverpool and City, because I thought they would have dominated this season yet again. But City are below us. They're not playing well right now since they gave up Pep Guardiola a contract. And Liverpool, you know, they're off and on right now. They have injuries in their side that could affect them from winning the league. So, you know, I thought about it, and because of that, we might have a chance this season if we beat Leeds, well, in our next 3 games, because we have Leeds, Leicester, and another big side. I don't know who it is, but it's another big side. And if we want to be known as title challengers, if we want to be serious about this league this season, and if we want to be serious about winning the league, then we have to be, you know, these 3 games will show it, in my opinion. I know against big clubs, I know against Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, not Liverpool, that's how we played this season, City, we haven't got the results we probably would have wanted to. We've got 2 points from those games, and that's both draws. So, you know, against big teams, it might not be it this season. But what's changed is that we're winning games when we need to, against the teams we need to. For example, I said in the review that I did the other day on the Sheffield game, last season, in that Sheffield game, when given the chance to get 3 points after teams drop point, other our rivals drop points, we couldn't do it. We struggled, we bottled it. But we had the chance to do it against Sheffield, and we won the game. And so that's the change that Manchester United have made, in my opinion. We're struggling against big teams, and we're doing well against the smaller teams this season, you know. So you can call us inconsistent FC. I believe we are, because, you know, we'll play such good football against Sheffield, and then we'll go away to who we're playing this week, Leeds, and we'll be horrible. So, you know, hopefully that changes. Hopefully we can gain some consistency, because title winners have title-winning players in their side. And right now, do Manchester United have that, in my opinion? No, I don't think we do. I think Pogba, inconsistent. You know, has Martial won a league? I don't know. Has Rashford won a league? No. You don't have many players in that team right now in the Premier League who's won leagues before. You know, so it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this game goes down. But for me, to address the people saying we can go for a title in our 21st this season, then it'll be true. We'll have to see over the next 3 games. If we get some good results over our next 3 games, then I believe if we keep it up and how we're playing right now, and some players keep fit and don't get injured, we might have a chance at challenging Liverpool for the league. Because City right now aren't doing that. Chelsea, they're bottling it right now. So Manchester United are in a very, very good position so far after having such a terrible start to the season. So tell me your thoughts on that, guys. Do you think we can challenge for a title this season? With the players we have, the only thing I'm letting us down is that our defence, it's not balanced enough, and that's why I don't think we'd be able to win the league this season. Maybe if we were serious, then we would get someone in January and maybe try from there. But, you know, we need to replace Maguire, in my opinion, because Lindelof, consistent. Maguire's not for me, and I don't think he's shown too many signs of improving. So let me go on to my team going into the game. I'm going to stick with the 4-2-3-1 against Leeds. I'm going to go with De Gea back in net. I think it'll be an easy decision to put him back in net. After that Henderson mistake, you probably see De Gea playing. Then I'm going to put in Alex Telles, obviously Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka. And then we're going to go with... I might just go with... No, I can't go with the same team because, you know, we literally just played on Thursday. So there will be changes. I'm going to go Fred and McTominay back in for this game. I don't think that should happen. I really don't. I don't think it works. But with the changes and how Ole are going to show us will assess this game, I do think we'll see Fred and McTominay just so we can have some more defensive solidity. Because, you know, Pogba likes to go forward. So does that. Pardon me, I know Matic didn't, but, you know, might be a place for Donny and Van der Beek in his team. I don't know. I've said I think he's given up on him already. So I think it'll be McTominay and Fred, but I do not want to see that, so, you know, if he'd go for that, we'll have to back him with that. So I think it'll be them two, then obviously Bruno up ahead, left wing Rashford, right wing Greenwood, and up front I'm going to keep Martial. I will keep Martial. Apparently Cavani's back in training, so he might be available for this game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him, but I'm going to stick with that front three, because that front three can cause teams a lot of problems. It caused Sheffield problems, and before Martial was injured, before Greenwood was stopped playing, the front three of them three were playing really well. There was a game against Southampton, was it? It wasn't Southampton, no. I think it was last season maybe, or recently started the season. I don't know which game it was. But, you know, they've been banging in goals as a front three, so I would keep that for me, but don't be surprised to see Cavani. So my team going into the game is De Gea in net, Telles left back, Maguire and Lindelof centre back, and Wan-Bissaka at right back. And I'm going to go with McTominay and Fred, then Bruno ahead of him, on the left Rashford, on the right Greenwood, and up front Martial. So tell me your guys' teams down below. Let's get on to Leeds, because so far this season, you know, that first season back in the Premier League, they've been playing really, really well. So far, they sit 13th, and, you know, some of the games they've lost, they haven't deserved to lose, in my opinion. I've watched a few of their games. The football they play, they're very unlucky to lose their games. At the start of the season, against Liverpool, they were very unlucky to lose that. They recently just battered Crystal Palace 5-2. So on the counter-attack, they're fire. But I think some of the key players to watch out for, Rafinha, who signed from Rennes, a very, very good Brazilian. Of course, Patrick Bamford, Jack Harrison, Alioski. They got some really fantastic players in their team. And, you know, they were way too good for the Championship. So, you know, they're definitely going to cause us problems. And I won't be surprised to see them score some goals against Manchester United. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. But one thing that favours us is that they like to play a high line. So I think, you know, using our front three, using the pace we have, we can easily break down Leeds. But their defence, it's not as solidified as it was last season, because Ben White's gone, and I think he was key to how they played. So, you know, I do think we have a chance of beating Leeds. And I really do feel with the momentum we have right now, with the form we're on now, we can really do some damage. So they're the players we have to watch out for. It's going to be a really tricky game, guys. My score predictions... I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Leeds 2. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, end-to-end stuff. It'll be way more interesting than Sheffield versus United. But tell me your score predictions in the comments below, you guys. Make sure to drop a like. And finally, Manchester United versus Leeds is back.